smoke weed every day.
Yes, I invited you in, and then I paused. I don't know what I gotta figure out what the difference is. Why does this one sound so crazy? Yet it didn't sound as often on whatchamacallit. But anyway, welcome to the Kush Den. If you're not familiar with the Kush Den is a 420 friendly conversation and community. Even if you don't smoke, pour yourself up a nice adult beverage. If you don't drink, pour yourself a nice warm glass of milk. But give me un segundo as we figure out the problem to this temporary situation. Just a different level of feedbackery here. And then we're going to talk about emotions and how to control those little buggers. All right, we'll have to figure out. I don't know again, I have no idea. The setting shouldn't be that much different than sauce, but for some reason, it sounds much different. We'll figure it out. But welcome to the Kush Den. And we're going to talk about emotions, man. We're going to talk about, how to control emotions. But before we deep dive into that, we'll see who is joining us this evening, and then we'll get into some conversation. Oh, I guess it would help for me to do that. And a little bit of this. You can do with this. You can get with that. And I think. All right. Let's get some of that live chat action. We don't want the top chat. Alrighty, now we should be in a bit better position. And actually, let's get rid of this thing here. This video still exists. There, we'll do that. Okay. All right. Now, let's try this again. Oh, the baker man is the beverage man. All right, let's see what we got. We got. Okay, here we go. Cool. All right, let's see what we got, Jordan. I see White Persuasion. I see I gave you power. Mike B. What's the motherfucking deal? 335. Baker Man. Mr. Rabbit. Let's see. That boy drunk off the Canada Dry. Hold up. He had a fight when he played sax over it. Okay. Well, here's the deal. Like I say, again, 3 months and some change now. Sober dens. How many fingers? Just one. So again, like I said, we're talking about emotions and how to control these things and how to benefit from the situation that, situations that can be created from emotions. Emotion can make you make very ignorant decisions. It can make you make very irrational decisions. It can make you make decisions that could be permanent emotions. You always want to be in control of your faculties. Emotions can be worse than drugs, honestly. if you get too caught up in them. And the thing about emotions is that they can last longer than drugs. Well, unless you smoke some bad shit and it has a permanent effect, you're not going to get the feel good from the drug. You're just going to get the shitty leftover consequences. But the thing about emotions, man, is that you have to understand how to harness the power of emotions for good. Emotions on drugs is even worse. Back in the day when ecstasy used to be good, you get emotional on some ecstasy, you're about to be on a roller coaster ride. And it's not going to be fun. We ain't talking about Astroworld. But the thing, like I say, you gotta let's start with a scenario. Let's come up with a starting point to talk about this. Emotions. Emotions can have you blinded. Emotions can lead you in the wrong direction. You may have made a sensible decision to get out of a bad relationship. Emotions can lead you right back into that bad relationship if you leave them unchecked. Emotions can make you respond to something that isn't honestly that major, but because you get caught up in the moment, the vibe, the emotions can make you react in a manner that could be, again, dangerous. Somebody could have smudged your Puma. You're angry about your new kicks. Somebody scuffed them up a bit. You get angry, turn into Hulk. Next thing you know, Hulk smash. Next thing you know, Hulk need cash for bail. So, there's that. You have to, again, look at what emotions are. And emotions are simply reactions to current events with past mannerism, maybe a past way of thinking, because you don't necessarily learn emotions, because it's the same reason where a person who can win a race, be happy about it and cheering, in the same sense that a person who could win a race can be crying tears of happiness. A person who could get their ass kicked be very upset about it. You see a person get their ass kicked and they just kind of laugh it off. It's a learned behavior. And if you don't know how to control these learned behaviors, and you just kind of let them go unchecked, that you can kind of fall into a bad way depending on what type of emotional response you have to a current situation, and you use a old behavior. It could be very bad. Let's see what you got here. That's why love is literally a drug. Yes. Oh, that's bad. You haven't taken a shit in 2 years. That's awful. They say don't make me angry. You don't like it when I'm angry. There you go. But the thing about that is, you have to learn how to control emotions, because emotions can take you. I think emotions are like dominoes, or like you ever seen when somebody sets a bunch of dominoes up and you knock them down and they fall. Because emotions being a learned behavior, emotions can stay with you a while, and that's I told you about the Joe Dispenza, and his theory is an emotion is a learned behavior. He words it a bit differently, but when you linger in that emotion for a while, it's a mood. When you linger in that mood for a while, it becomes a temperament. And when you linger in that temperament for a significant amount of time, it becomes your personality. And the funny thing is that a lot of us, the overwhelming majority of us, are the way we are because of something, an incident, an event, or whatever that could have taken place, days, months, years, decades ago, really. And you never learned how to respond to it appropriately. So it became a permanent stain on your mentality, and it causes you to respond, react, and treat all other situations accordingly. You base your response off of that one event. You know, you see so many jilted women these days. Oh, I hate men. Men ain't shit. This, and this. It's not because of all the men they've dated, which a lot of them may probably have dated a significant amount, but it's because of the one that they may have invested themselves into, and it didn't pan out. So after that, they don't even realize that, you know, after that situation, they respond to men a certain way because they expect that same outcome. And even if it's subconsciously, but then they put these behaviors and beliefs onto the next guy, and they get the same response because they don't realize that that's what I don't want to say that's what they wanted, but that's the energy that they gave forth. And so they get that expectation that they had, you know. They get the outcome that they expected because that's the energy that they gave to the situation. Same thing with guys, you know. You might be like, all bitches are hoes. Well, you're going to treat her like so. And then you're going to get that same response because when she feels whatever, you know, she's going to start hoeing if you ain't knowing. You know, it could be about anything. You know, it just depends. If you've developed a particular belief about something, you have to go back and trace the root of that belief. What was it that made you start feeling that way? And you got to be honest with yourself. You got to audit your behaviors. You got to look and say, okay, hey, have I been applying this belief set to people that I've been encountering? Because the thing is, you most likely have, because if you have this belief, it's this underlying concept or idea or thought, then you will unconsciously, not even subconsciously, unconsciously apply certain behaviors, certain actions, certain responses will come out. I mean, you not even realize it. You probably wouldn't even realize that you're saying certain things or doing things in a certain manner that encourages certain behaviors. I think there might have been a Titan fan. I don't know if Titans Up was in there. I don't know if any other Titans fans are in there. I mean, we'll see before it's all said and done. See, what's going to happen is this. It's going to be a lot of Titans fans who've seen the videos, but they're not going to say anything because they know that the Texans are better than the Titans. Now, if for some reason that the Titans pull off a win, they'll come back out of in droves and talk all kind of shit, and they'll bump their gums and say all kind of trash. Like that's what whack ass fans do. They don't hedge their bets beforehand. They wait until afterwards and see. I told y'all I would. It was this, and again. Like, you know, those people hold no merit. Like I don't even sweat those type of people. So it doesn't even matter. Subconsciously, a lot of folks are dramatic, but again, these are people who have never checked their emotional responses to the situations they've been through, or people have allowed them to behave in a certain way and never regulated those behaviors, you know. And so it is what it is. Like the Ravens fan I got, man. Yeah, like that dude. Dude didn't say nothing the whole fucking game. You know, I've been here talking about shit, talking this, that, and the other, so you know who I'm representing. Like, I honestly thought the dude was a fucking Texas fan, because never said nothing. Then when they were, I got all super, he's like, you piece of shit, bitch, shut the fuck down. Shut the fuck up. So that's my thing, man. Like, you don't get to claim it, you know, if you ain't owning it up front, you know, sitting there waiting. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this. Cushington. Yeah, I was at a bar. I was at the bar. Shaq Kush is a Ravens fan. It's funny that you say that, and Shaq Kush pops up. Yes, claim it. But the thing about it, though, is, again, like I say, with emotions, we have to learn how to control the emotions. And you know, once it's kind of been past that date, once it's been so long that you've been in a certain behavior, and you've been living a certain lifestyle, you respond to things in a certain manner. You ask, you know, the point is how to control the emotions. How can we, you know, fix these problems? First, you have to acknowledge that you are an overly emotional person, or that you respond emotionally to certain things in an extreme way. Then after that, the key, the big key to life, I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but the last few Kush dens that we've actually been talking about some form of self-improvement or growth or enhancement, there's been a common factor. There's been a consistent activity in all of these things, and that is meditation. Because what you have to do is meditation is like mental auditing. You know what I mean? You have to really get there, get down, get in your mind and align and acknowledge the problems you have. Because if you don't take the time to stop and think about stuff, like you can even think about it, because think about it. I mean, how many people you hear say, oh man, I got to exercise, I got to lose weight, or I got to do better at this, I got to, do these things and do that. And it never happens. The majority of people, I do it time to time myself. But the thing about it, when it comes to certain behaviors and things, it's a little bit different than, certain external things. But when it comes to certain behaviors, you have to take that time and analyze your thoughts and sit down and say, okay, why do I think this way? Why do I behave this way? Why am I in this situation? What can I do? I mean, you really have to take the time to unplug yourself from the matrix and do some self-analysis, some self-awareness. If you got to write it down, if you got to, again, like I say, meditate and really think on these things and get that focus. What is it that caused me? Like, what was the original thing that made me start to respond in the manner that I'm responding to everything? I think you have to figure it out. You say, how do you meditate? Because I'm just thinking about the crossing your legs and humming. Well, you don't necessarily hum. Meditation is just about thinking. So sometimes I sit down, sometimes I lay down, but you want to be careful if you're laying, because you can easily fall asleep, and you can have. No, I'm getting so tired all of a sudden. Because you can easily fall asleep trying to meditate, But really, it's about cutting out all the outside bullshit. So you want to put yourself in a quiet place. You can sit in a chair. You can sit with the legs crossed. You can fucking sit straight. I mean, you sit however. You can put yourself however. But it's really just about creating an environment of quiet. And then, some people like the music and all that. You don't need that. To meditate, you just think. I mean, you have to really just think. You know what I mean? And analyze, okay, what is it that I have to work on? What is the problem that I'm dealing with myself? And you get down deep and you figure, okay, what is the root of this problem? Where did this come from? And sometimes it may not be easy to figure it out at first, but you got to trace yourself back, or you got to acknowledge the problem and start to speak a different behavior in your mind, because especially depending on how long you've lived and how many experiences you've had in life, or, it's not about thinking about the thing that you did at one time, saying, oh, I should have done it like this, I should have done it like this. That's not going to change it. But you have to start thinking of how you will handle the situation in the future, and what that means is just freeing your mind, get all no music, you can, but maybe preferably instrumental, something low and mellow. If you're going to use music at all, you don't want no fucking trap beats, get your fucking head all crazy. But it's just about controlling your thoughts and focusing your mind on what you want, focusing your thoughts on what you want to become, focusing your thoughts on how you want to operate. If it's a particular situation that you had that you didn't handle properly, tell yourself, this is how I want to handle things from here on out. This is how I want to until when I'm falling dreams at the bottom of a cliff and everything. I've been having some crazy dreams lately. The one I had last night, actually I had like two. One involved, I think it was at my grandma's house, and somehow it was like some folks was over, but like it was family members and shit, and somehow that bitch got fucking shot up. And everybody got murked except for me. I think I was in the bathroom taking a shit or something. And I come out and it was like a action movie scene. But the thing about it, it was like motherfuckers were fucking riding around the house. Like, you know, they weren't jumping out, like coming in. They were just like riding around the house, shooting at the fucking house. But like, it seemed like all the windows were open, all the doors were open. So it was like accessible, you know. And like I said, I had like a little gun. I was shooting back and ran out of bullets. And ended up running out the house, and this whole other crazy scene happened. And I don't really remember the conclusion of that one. And then I remember there was another one, and this one involved some motherfuckers I used to halfway fuck with. And we were like at an airport, and something happened at this airport. It was like and I meant to write it down. I bought a whole other notebook to start actually jotting my dreams down. Involved some Texans jerseys. I know that. Somebody, I think, in a fucking Cowboys jersey started some shit. But it really didn't have anything to do with that. There was like a distraction. And just some weird shit happened. And then some of the people in my dream knew one of my cousins, not the weirdos, but a different one of my cousins. And we was chopping it up about him in the dream and something with a fucking crazy RV. I mean, it was just a whole bunch of off-the-wall shit that fucking happened. So, I mean, it was just real weird shit going on. The weirdest thing I've seen at Walmart. Oh, man, it's Walmart. I mean, you think you've seen the weirdest thing. It's always something worse. Usually, probably the weirdest thing I've seen at Walmart has to do with somebody wearing something that they have no business wearing. That's usually what it is. AJ Green, I heard AJ Green was balling. I don't know. Shaq Kush been on that dope lately. He been on the crazy falling asleep. As a matter of fact, this game right here, he was falling all asleep on the plane again and shit. Left me abandoned, fighting motherfuckers by myself in duos. Might as well been playing solo squad or some shit. A Mexican baby smoking cigarettes. Maybe my old lady was at the store the other day, and you know that joke with Cat Williams made. He's talking about how Mexicans be keeping their kids in the stroller till they be like teenagers and shit. I'm gonna push it faster, essay. Like, I saw that shit the other day. Oh, big ass old baby. Baby should have been pushing the damn mama in a wheelchair. Motherfucking baby in a damn stroller still. Feet scraping against the ground and shit. Motherfucker got a cell phone in the stroller, chilling, talking, texting his little baby friend. Man, I'm just cruising. So there's that. But you say that dude Shaq Kush, you don't want to play no damn PUBG, dog. You talk about getting on PUBG, then you fall asleep, and you fart, and then fucking mixer breaks down, and it's a wrap for everybody. Baby old enough to make his own burritos and shit, still in the goddamn stroller, giving directions with the little GPS. That shit there be wild. Alligator Man. I don't remember that one. I'm not familiar with that one. I forgot that one. That dude Cushington wearing the fucking KKK outfit and shit, in the hoodie and shit. So you can't trust him. Oh, from Atlanta. I've never seen Atlanta. Okay. I hadn't seen that one. No, T'Challa got blocked out the den. Ain't that a bitch? That dude, Cushington, dude, you talk about us talking about farting. This dude come here talking about his own damn farts. Ain't that a bitch? I don't know if this is weird, but I saw an old man say, "Kind ladies, if I were a paper plate, what aisle would I be in?" I don't think that's weird. I think that's a weird way of phrasing it. But I think, his point was understood. I don't think it was perverted. As I was reading it, I thought he was going to say something about getting ate off of or something. So I was like, this is going to get strange. But that didn't. Okay, so yes, he do have that alligator. I thought you was I thought you was talking about the nigga from Florida. That's alligator, man. The dude. Did y'all ever see that story about the dude from Florida? White dude, of course. Niggas don't play with no fucking alligators. Unless it's some gator boots, baby. You need to check me out. Pimping, been pimping since been pimping. This nigga got drunk, went to the liquor store, apparently got even drunker, came back to the liquor store with a fucking alligator. And like he ended up getting arrested for bringing the alligator into the liquor store and shit. And they like got him. He's like, I don't know, I'm probably gonna end up going to jail for it or something. I don't even know where I got this alligator from. Like, what kind of shit do you have to do? Like, what kind of shit do you have to do to just randomly find? I mean, now, given that it is Florida, the sunshine state. Florida has the stupidest fucking thing, the gunshine state. Yeah, y'all ain't got shit on Texas. No, he didn't try to rob the store with the alligator. He just went in the store with the alligator to go get more liquor. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that shit is wild. I mean, like I don't even understand the basis of that. So let's see. Say 6,000 people in the KKK. If you ask, ever seen it? There were 6. I mean, how many people admit that they're in the KKK? And it was funny though because I was looking at some stuff. I was looking for an image for the thumbnail and the little Instagram image for the Tonight Show. And somehow I came across some KKK image. Again, I have this theory. I don't think it's a theory. I think it's like fact at this point. It's always the ugliest people who are upset with life and feel like they got shafted. Like, it was a bunch of pictures of people who were in the KKK or whatever. A lot of these motherfuckers look like LARPers. Like, it's funny to me. I guess maybe that's why it's hard for me to take that shit seriously. One, again, I tell you, the white supremacist thing, I ain't finna say nobody's supreme to me. Two, these motherfuckers walking around with their little shields and stuff. Like, what is this fucking live action role play? You guys want to go down to the fucking park and touch each other with your swords and lay out in the middle of the fucking grass? You guys look so fucking pathetic. Nobody takes you serious. That's why you're upset. And then the fucking LARPers. And it's always a bunch of guys, and they're all at their little rallies while their old ladies at home getting railed by the BBC or some shit. That's probably why they're angry. But, like, I seen a bunch of them. I mean, they're just hideous, trashy-looking folks. The fucking feminists and the super left-wingers who are always upset about shit, just hideous, disgusting-looking people. It's like, it says so, I see the old fat people. Man, I seen a chick the other day at the grocery store in the electric chair. Now, she wasn't fat. She wasn't like even like she actually seemed pretty small. I'm like, okay, maybe she broke her foot or something. And I was on the aisle. I think I was going to get some milk or something. So I was like actually going this way, and she was going to the chair that way. So I'm, not thinking like, I guess you get to the point where you're so used to seeing the fat people get in the chairs because they're fucking lazy. Man, I come back. Why is this bitch standing up out the chair, walking down the aisle, like looking for some shit, like up reaching for some shit? Because I went to go get the milk, and milk was like back across the way. I was like, what the fuck, this lazy bitch. There are millions of those though, hideous feminist PC police people. Man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's those are the ones you got to worry about though. Because again, squeaky wheel gets the grease, and that's going to take a lot of grease. Did you see the Thomas and Friends KKK thing? No, I hadn't seen that. Does Honcho go role play at park? No, I don't do that. See, the people who really disabled, ain't nothing left for the old people. The old people don't need them hoes either, goddamn. Shit, you ain't got too much more walking left to do in your life, goddamn. It strut while you got it. You know what I'm saying? What if you took the card from fat people? Well, shit, they'd get some exercise. Goddamn. They got you saying good grief. Hey, man, nothing wrong with saying good grief. All the cool people say good grief. Started with Charlie Brown. The feminists, yeah, some of those might be men. That's why they're trying to be all PC with the shit. So let's see. So one time I was walking home from school and I saw a cult in robes and hood and mask. Well, they were going to play fucking Dungeons and Dragons. That's what that's all about. Like, I'm serious, Mike. Yeah, that's not true. Real men are feminists. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't think there's no proof. There's no proof that you saved my life there, Shaquille O'Cushington. I mean, I don't even see anybody there. I think it's just to me, it just looks like a camera screen just floating around. Don't see anything. That's what I saw on Twitter. Twitter is the toxic Twitter. You said they had guns. Yeah, okay. They were probably going to shoot each other in the butt with paintball guns. Again, it's always the people like that are no threat, no danger whatsoever, who are always doing the most of the bullshit, like trying to make it seem like it's really something shaking. I live in an all-white town, and there's one black guy, but we got to protect ourselves because they're coming, and we got all the guns. Like, you're never going to get in any fucking danger. Like, get off the fucking gas. Like, you just doing the shit for show. I guess makes people feel tough. I don't know. Who cares? Simp was your last comment. A bunch of wet necks out the goddamn. No, we get down to approach the lights. No, I don't use lightsabers. I have paper swords. I wouldn't want to hurt anyone. You know. That way, you know, when the game is over, everybody gets up. Might be a few paper cuts, and that's it. But again, that's what it always is. It's always like there's this, you know, you're grossly outnumbering anything, but you get these same people in a position where it's just them and they have to be alone, and you put them in a situation where there's a significant number of minorities or whatever else it may be. They don't even, like, you know, man, I don't really believe that. I'm just saying, you know, it's like always a stipulation. It's always a change of belief. They just, you know, I'm just saying, you know, it's not even you black guys. You know, it's the Mexicans. Okay, I mean, they're just coming across the border. I have my sister's cousin's girlfriend's brother dates a black chick. Okay, I love black people. Like, I don't give a fuck about no shit. Like, don't try to sell me no shit, dude. Like, either you about what you believe or you not about what you believe. Like, that shit fucking matters to me. You know what I mean? It just, if you believe what you believe, I have more respect for a blatant racist than I do for a fucking, you know, you know, I'm a racist on the internet. Like, if you can't say the same things that you feel at any given fucking time, then you don't believe what you say. You know, you truly don't believe what you say. They don't hate all black here. You know, you're one of the good ones. You know, it's those other ones. I just can't stand them. Now get the fuck out of here. I hang with those kind too. So what's up now? You're not like yeah, exactly. You're not like all the other ones. That shit's the fucking funny shit. I don't know, Jay Bird. You sound like you're racist. You're racist to animals. You hate all other dogs. You know what I mean? So there's that. Jerry. If the internet existed when the Jerry Springer show was, well, I mean, it did, but if the internet was like it was now when the Jerry Springer show was in its prime, would it have been as popular? I mean, Maury is just a gold mine. Like, you'll never, as long as you have big bitches who get gangbang and without protection, the Jerry Springer show, I mean, the Maury Povich show will always be a hit. You know, Jerry, I don't know, what was Jerry's real niche? Jerry had variety. Maury found his thing and he stuck with it, and that was fucking baby daddies. I used to hate Ricky Lake because she was like a man hater. Ricky Lake used to piss me off because she was a super feminist. And it was like, no matter what the man did, the wife cheated on the husband. Well, you should have been a better lover. You should have been a better man. You should have grew a bigger penis. Like, fucking Ricky Lake would always find a way to blame the dude for everything, no matter what happened. Jerry was cool. Yeah, Jerry had the fighting, and I think that was his niche. Jerry, the fighting is what did, because he would let them fight. Motherfuckers would be throwing cakes and pies at each other. Somebody get beat up, flash their tits. and start fighting again. You fuck my boyfriend's mama's daddy, and that's my grandpa. It'd be some crazy shit. Fucking just craziness. That shit used to be fucking off the wall. Yeah, Ricky Lake was a fucking super hater, dog. She was the worst. Jenny Jones and Montel. What was Montel's stick? I forgot what Montel thing used to be. Jenny Jones, I remember Jenny Jones and Montel. I just don't remember what their thing was. Let me see. Who else was a good one? He was like Dr. Phil. He was the real Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is just going to tell you how to solve all your problems because I'm from the middle of Texas and I know exactly what I'm talking about. Geraldo was funny because, yeah, when Geraldo tried to go undercover and buy some dope, he like really got arrested for that shit. Then Geraldo also, I think Geraldo, didn't he get his nose broke? Didn't Geraldo like somebody steal off from Geraldo? And, he got like his nose broke or something, or a chair hit him. Something happened with Geraldo. That shit was funny. Geraldo was low-key gangster. Then he's like low-key kind of racist. I don't know. Geraldo be saying some suspect shit. You know who I don't like? You know, the internet makes you Twitter makes you realize people you don't like. Fucking what's his name? Not Unsolved Mysteries. What was the show that used to come on? America's Most Wanted. Fucking that dude. He's a low-key racist. That's because something happened to your kid, motherfucker. Don't blame the rest of the world. Joe Walsh or whatever. Look, just because you were a bad daddy. You know. Kalanda. That's awful. That is bad. Hits from the Streets was one of the great. Hits from the Streets was the original fucking prank show. Then you had a lot of people go off and do a bunch of imitation shit. Hits from the Street though was pure comedy. And then he sold it, made it look like he got killed in Houston or something like that. He got hit by a car or whatever it was. Hits from the Street was hilarious. That's something that should have never went away. Move, I move, milk it, milk it, milk it. That motherfucker used to have all the good pranks. And then they like, I don't know why he got away from that, man. I don't know if BET canceled the show or what, but like after that, you saw all kind of imitators pop up and go nuclear because they're doing the same fucking shit. The funny thing about this, Kush did save me on this motherfucker. Then he went the wrong way and got killed, and claimed somebody was shooting at me, but he got killed. We weren't even like in the same area. That's funny. That is really, really funny though. I find that extremely amusing. Yeah, BET is that's what's out. I wouldn't even know. I stopped watching BET so long ago. BET, VH1, all that shit. It had been done. Like that fucking Flavor of Love is the reason I stopped really watching that shit. Like, I want to say is when they were showed like one of them. They were doing, I don't know if it was season 2 or season 3, and they were showing the fucking casting call, and they were just showing some of the women that they brought in. Oh shit! Hi, I'm a mark because you got killed, Shaq, because you went the wrong way. Like I'm telling you, come on, let's get out of here. You went the wrong way, and they blasted your ass. I'm on Madden waiting for you for Black Ops Royal. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the Xfinity thing? I think they said that shit ain't gonna come out till in the morning. Like the Black Ops. Like if you got Xfinity, like I don't know if y'all know, but if you got Xfinity, you can get the Black Ops private beta or whatever. And it's like for however many days. It's only gonna be like for the weekend or something like that. So whenever that shit does come out, I'll get on the Mixer action. But I don't think it's coming out till. Till the weekend or something. Nah, man, y'all ain't trill. What y'all know about BoJack is a live ass show. Netflix has some cool shows, man. Netflix has some cool shows. What What is this? Netflix has some pretty good shows. I like Netflix. Netflix is like a premium channel. You know what I'm saying? Because you basically, the boy Dr. Rabbit Punk Shack Kush for his sweets. Netflix has some interesting shows. It has a bunch of shitty shows. Like the majority of them are pretty shitty. Some of that international shit is interesting. But the cartoons are cool. Never seen 7 Seconds. Never seen it. I just want the cartoon. Yeah, speaking of shows, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. You know what I hate? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I don't really be caring about all that. Oh, people sit there and say, oh, they're whitewashing and they're Americanizing and the white people steal everything. I don't really buy into that shit. The only thing that angers me when it comes to shit like that is when they put American voices on anime, because that shit fucking sucks. Okay? Anything else, I don't really give a shit. I don't care about them fucking changing up the movies and all that shit, because I'm probably not going to watch any of that shit anyway. But when they put American voices on the anime, it makes me upset, because I just feel like the fucking shit. That's my fucking show right there. I fuck with Attack on Titan. But if you ever like watch animes, the Japanese people seem so more, they just seem so much more emotional. I don't know what the fuck they be saying, but it sounds good. I don't mind reading it, but it sounds like fucking, like they're really getting into it. You know what I'm saying? When they be yelling, they like, somebody finna get their ass kicked. This motherfucker yelling in Japanese. It's about to go down. They fucking up like, oh shit, it's gonna go down. And then you listen to the American version. You probably shouldn't do that. That's a bad idea, Billy. I'm angry. It's like, what the fuck? I just seen this episode in Japanese or Asian or whatever the fucking language is. And now this shit is all fucking crazy. Jay Dizzle, what's the motherfucking deal? So like I said, that bothers me, man. When they Americanize the animes, that's bothersome. I can't control my emotions. But again, getting back to controlling your emotions for a minute. You know, we stray off topic sometimes, but then we get back. Controlling your emotions, basically, man. Again, I talk about meditation. You have to meditate. You have to focus on what it is that you're trying to resolve within yourself, because you got to think about, you go through your day, and for most people, their days are pretty much scheduled. You wake up, you know, if you go to school or you go to work or whatever it is that you do, you tend to repeat these same things. You see the same people, you do the same activities, you know, and you basically, day in and day out, you repeat this exercise, and you do the same thing, and you get so used to doing this after so long, you program yourself to doing this shit. You have to take time to, what's the fucking word I had on it? It sounded all good. Debug the program. And you have to sit there and you have to train your mind. You gotta say, okay, what is it that I'm doing so consistently that I'm bothered by, and really take time to focus on that. And you can't go into, and this is something that bothers me about most arguments and conversations and anything in life. You have to have a solution. You know, like when people go in there and say, oh, this sucks, man, fuck that, get rid of this. Okay, cool. But when you get rid of something, how do you fix it? Because you think about it, when, you know, America goes to these other countries, they get rid of dictators or whatever they want to call them. Then now you have a vacuum, a void in this country, and then the next motherfucker comes into power, and he may be worse than the person you got rid of. You know what I'm saying? So in the same sense, like when people say, hey, let's get rid of fucking Bill O'Brien. That's cool. Okay. No problem with that. But who do you bring in? And then there's no, you know, viable answer to replace that. Then you have a problem. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to have a better solution whenever you say you want to remove something or get rid of something. So when it comes to your mentality and resolving the emotional problem, controlling your emotions, You got to look at how you handle things, and then you have to have a solution in mind as to how you want to fix that problem. How you want to, all right, Heidi, don't trip on any rocks or anything when you go running. As long as I don't get mercury, I like fish. You like fish? You like fish sticks? But again, you know, my thing is, I'll let you borrow $5, but I'm gonna charge you interest on it, and I'm gonna charge you 32% interest by the day. So, you know, there's fish stick casserole. That's all. But you like fish sticks? Well, what are you? A gay fish? Fucking South Park is great. Have I been fishing? Yes, I've been fishing, but it's been quite some time since I've been fishing. It's been a while since I've been fishing. Longer than I would like to admit. All right, how about this? You loan me $61, I'll loan you $62 with interest. I think that's a fair deal. But again, man, yeah, but the thing with, again, controlling your emotions is you have to have a thought out way of thinking. So you have to think about how it is you would like to respond to these situations. I got some dreads. I got dreads. I have dreads that have broken. I have dreads that have been through various procedures. I'll sell you a dread. I'll sell you a couple of dreads. Yeah. So I got plenty of dreads to sell. Trust me, I probably lost more here than a lot of these new age dreaders have even grown. So look, I'll send you. You send me $15, Jay Bird. I'll send you a magic dread. And if you put this dread, you have to do like the majority of black women. You're going to have to go to a salon and let them sew it in like weave. Okay. And then when you sew it in, eventually the rest of your hair will acclimate and turn into dreadlocks. Trust me. Just believe me. I'm an expert on black hair. How am I an expert? Because I got some. So keep it here. Jay Bird does. Yeah, I do believe Jay Bird probably does do voodoo. Jay Bird going. I'm not even gonna get started. I'm not even going to get. There are dread weaves. No, I mean, like, and it disgusts me. Like, the thing that I hate more than the fucking regular weave, the fucking Brazilian yaki. Yeah, oh yeah, there's dread weaves though. Like, it makes me more upset than anything. They call it faux dreads, FAUX. It is the worst thing. Uh-oh. T'Challa, she going to the bar. Cheers. So my thing is this, you know, I'm saying cheers. Yeah, that's just, look. That lets y'all know. Look, I need to be getting off this bitch. I'm talking about cheers. That's fucking Golden Girls. Golden Girls is the shit though. Golden Girls is like this was a great kill that I got here. All right, like honestly, like the majority of the time, I don't do very well long range. I get some little shitty shotgun kills here and there, but I've been getting a little better. If I could just as long as I can start putting them together a little bit better. But matter of fact, is this the same one? Yeah, this was the same one that Shaq got killed and abandoned me on. But again, yeah, faux dreads, man. You look it up. There are dread weaves everywhere. Oh, so I wouldn't even hit it because I was aiming too low. That fucking shit. I gotta remember the scope is on top of the gun. I'll see what's up, Shaq Kush. Have you been taking melatonin, Cushington? Because if you are, I don't know if I can endure your crazy talk while you fall asleep on the plane. Because Shaq Kush be on that fucking melatonin talking all kind of cuckoo. Then I started getting my ass shot up over here somewhere. I was curious to see how many people were live. 16 were left? Okay. Yeah, I don't know where they were shooting my bitch ass from. I think it was somebody down there that got blasted. But they probably still had both of their teammates while Shaq Kush abandoned me and I died. Looks like I'm finna have to hit Jay Bird with the band hammer. He was doing all right for a while, and he starts coming with the terminology. 3 strikes, you're out. But again, guys with curly hair on top of getting perms, that's very strange. All right, Dr. Rabbit, that's a bit. But here's my thing. Is that you have to focus on anything in life. Controlling your emotions, controlling the outcomes in life. I've been talking about this a lot more lately, and I've been telling you that it's very important to develop the outcomes you want, because if you don't plan ahead in life, you will be reactionary. You will react, not respond. And the thing is, again, meditation is key, and focusing on the outcomes that you want, focusing on the behaviors that you would like to adapt. The thing is, you can't see somebody and say, man, I'd like to do that, and then never work on it, because you're going to continue to operate in the fashion that you've been working, or that you've been operating your entire life. You're going to have to really take time, and it may not happen overnight, but you have to make it a daily ritual. Find some time in your day to take 15, 20 minutes until you get to the point where you can focus a little bit more. Focus is a muscle. People don't realize that focus is a muscle. It takes development. And a lot of people, especially you juvies nowadays, your parents just throw you in front of a fucking screen, a fucking phone, or a TV or whatever, and you get distracted. You've never really had to focus on anything. And so it's hard, but you have to take the time, figure out what it is that you're trying to achieve, and focus on that, and really take the time to say, okay, I'm going to spend 10, 15 minutes, really honing in on this one thought, this one thing that I'm trying to accomplish, this one belief that I'm trying to establish within myself. Because if you've gone 15, 16 years believing, like Shaq Kush in the Tooth Fairy, 10 minutes thinking about there ain't no tooth fairy is not going to change that belief, unless somebody hits you with a dynamic piece of information. But if you've believed in something for so long, or you've done things a certain way for so long, it's not going to change overnight. It's not going to change in a couple of minutes. You're going to have to really take some significant time to tune everything else out and focus on what it is you want to change. And as you continue to focus on things, you develop the skill to be better at focusing, period. Not just on that one thing, but focusing, period. And the more time that you can dedicate to focusing on the goals and things that you want to accomplish, you have to design your life. Because think about it. You wake up and you just go with the flow. Some of y'all are in school. You wake up, go to school, see the same people, you react to motherfuckers the same because they doing the same shit. You respond the same teachers with the same attitude because they don't know no better. They're fucking teachers. Teachers don't know shit. And fucking most teachers don't know shit. And you're just so used to reacting to everything. You ask questions, reacting to shit. What you have to do is plan. Say, when you wake up, say, man, you know what? This is the outcome I want for today. This is what I want to achieve today. You know what? I'm going to go to school today. I'm going to go to work today. I'm going to be nice to everybody I see. I want a positive outcome. Everybody I speak to, I'm going to greet them in a positive fashion. I'm not going to just be, who I am, or I'm going to do, this. By the end of the day, I want to have accomplished this, not just be going through life. Not just going through life and just receiving whatever happens, but planning it out. That's why we look at some people and say, oh man, them motherfuckers are so lucky. Oh, they're lucky. All the good. No, it's not that they're lucky. They fucking plan it out what they want. And so they get the outcomes that they plan out. This is the shit they need to teach you in school, but they don't teach you that shit. They you map the day you want. Don't wake up and be like, today's going to be one of them days. how do you know what kind of day it's going to be? Because you've already resigned to, I'm just going to do the same shit that I've been doing. You're not going to make any deliberate changes. You're not going to make a deliberate effort to improve. You know what I mean? You're not going to teach a 26-year-old. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, she probably went to school, been in school her entire life till she was, 22, and only been having real experience since she was, 4 years of experience in the real world, and that's just teaching. And when she ain't in school, she's been a student her whole life or been around students her whole life. Like, what can she really teach you about life? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying about teachers. Is like, not to knock them, but I am knocking them. For the most part, if you've done nothing but be in the school system your entire life, you know, what can you teach me about besides school, besides certain subjects? You can't teach me about life, you know? Yeah, I agree with you. It's not all on the teachers. A lot of it is on the parents. The teachers have specific subjects that they're supposed to teach. That's their job, to teach a subject. But you have, you know, unbeaten sports. What's the motherfucking deal? Oh man, we've talked about focus. We've talked about controlling your emotions. We've talked about animes. We've talked about some other shit. I don't know. We've talked about a bunch of shit. But again, but my thing is, teachers always have an input. Let's be honest. When you were in school and you were talking about this, that, or the third, teachers, if they overheard a conversation or they had some shit going on in their life, they tried to throw their little 2 cents in about shit. You know, when you grow up, you know, this bitch, don't teach me about shit when I grew up. You ain't never grew up. You've been in the school system your whole fucking life. What do you know about the real fucking world? You know, teachers find a way to try to implement their little input into the conversation or into your life, you know. So my thing, you almost fucked my teacher up your sophomore year. Oh shit. But a lot of these motherfucking hoes be having, a lot of these teachers have fucking young mentalities, you know what I'm saying? And what if your parents had you a 16-year-old and it is like the chances are you better read a book and figure some shit out on yourself, you know, again. But my thing, what kills me about that is people who justify, well, you know, they had kids young, so that's not a fucking excuse. Like, that's not a fucking excuse, man. Like, then if they're parents, then they need to realize that education is key. They still need to fucking learn some shit. And fucking find a way to teach you. Yeah, they need to continue their education. Because my thing is like, that shit kills me. You know, they're having kids young, so, you know, what are they supposed to do? Not fucking be fucking. If they too dumb to fucking realize what goes in it, your ass don't need to be fucking dead. Like, that's not justification. If your ass can learn how to get your fucking dick wet, you know what I'm saying? If you can learn how to spread your legs, you need to learn how to handle everything else that goes with it. Like, then if that's the case, I'm going to blame the parents before them for not teaching their asses. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's somewhere you can lay some of that goddamn blame. Like, people think blame is just supposed to fucking evaporate. And it's just it's nobody's fault. It's somebody's fucking fault. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line, somebody ain't handle business. You know, when we get to talk about issues like, well, we don't have this and we don't have that. Well, who the fuck fault is that? How come these motherfuckers who look just like me got the shit, but we ain't got the shit? Somewhere down the line, it's somebody's motherfucking fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn. You know, somebody no intellect to fuck. You ain't lying. But at the same time, shit, you bring that shit into this world, you got to figure out how to fucking educate it, teach it. You can't complain. Like, if you do that, you lose your complaining pass. You know, like, that's what kills me, because motherfuckers will have kids all young and they want to complain about some shit, but it's like, bitch, you fucked up the system. Like, you did that. You know, and the funny thing about it too, though, is the ones that have kids all young be the main ones still trying to be all young like they kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit be killing me. You know, motherfuckers be having kids young. Kids finally get to teenage. They be trying to act like they teenagers with their goddamn kids, like they cool with their kids and shit. Bitch, you damn near in you may be mid-30s, close to 40s, whatever. Your kids are teenagers. You need to stop fucking acting like them. Phoenix. Yeah. Phoenix like to entice hoes with, he say, hey baby, come on, play a game of Madden. I got some Zaxby's. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna kick it. He on Netflix and chill. You know what I'm saying? He Madden and Zaxby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, dog? Like Baker, man, I already know the program, man. I ain't even got to say too much of that. So again, you know, it is what it is. But then be the main, most sensitive motherfuckers like, man, you made those choices. That shit was on you, man. Like, that has nothing to do with me or your shitty decisions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like, it don't, none of that shit fucking matters, dog. It does not fucking matter whatsoever. You know what I mean? Again, it's like shit. People sit there and get upset about stuff. Like, you made that choice. You have to like, that's just how it works. Like, the shit don't evaporate at all. But again, people get mad when you call them out on the shit that had happened. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, like, I didn't do it to you. Like, I'm not the one. I didn't fucking make you do that. It happened. Like, you can't get mad because you made bad. I've made fucking bad decisions. And like, I talk about shit all the time. I be fucking up. Motherfuckers making stupid choices, making stupid decisions. And the goal is to improve on that, not to continue to do the shit, not to continue to make it seem like it's okay and encourage the next generation to do the same thing. And then you got fingers pointing. It's the man. The man made me get knocked up at 16 years old. That's why my life is fucked up. The man ain't fucking do none of that shit. The man, whoever the man is, ain't get no pussy. Whoever the man is wasn't fucking, or the woman, I don't know who the woman is or whatever it might be. Why is it always the man? You know, why ain't they never the woman? These teachers be the woman. They be over there violating these small children. Why don't they ever look at teachers? Teachers are sexual predators, but it's always the men teachers that get the negative rap. But these women do this shit on the frequent. Anyway, I'm cracking up to admit that. Yeah, the man, they, who are these? Who are these pronouns? Who are these common nouns that are out there ruining the lives of the people? Who are the people? You know what I'm saying? Again, it is what it is, man. But here is the deal. Women are sexual predators, but society just looks at them that they weaklings, so they get allowed to get away with that shit. All I know is Mrs. Honcho is a sexual predator. You know what I'm saying? I'm often violated against my will. I am a young Christian man. You know, all that shit is a lie. I ain't young or Christian. But, you know what I'm saying? I just try to read my Bible and say my prayers, and Mrs. Honcho tries to violate me. I'm sorry. I just had to say it. Anyway. Yeah, man. Yeah, we about to. I'm not a Satanist. I heard the Church of Satan go down, though, but that's not my bag of tea. My thing is this, though, man. Roger, did you check out that? Did you check out that the Call of Duty thing? The whatchamacallit? Again, I'm telling you, if you got Comcast, you got Xfinity, y'all better get that free Call of Duty beta action. But I'll be honest, like, honestly, and here's a good question. Is it bad? Like, I pretty much have kind of accepted the fact that I'm probably a misogynist to an extent. Like, not that I'm out looking for any kind of action or nothing like that. That's not the case. No, I'm happy. I'm cool with that. But like, if a woman isn't intelligent, though, like, I don't really want to have a conversation with her. Like, I don't give a fuck about most normal woman shit. But I think most men are like that, honestly. But I think most men just do it because they feel like they have to. Like, I don't care about the fucking TV shows. I don't care about the fucking the shit that women watch. I don't care about, like, because you look at the shit that most women pay attention to. What trends on for, like, look at YouTube, what most women are looking up. Fucking makeup tips. What are the Kardashians doing? Stupid shit like that. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care about scandal. I don't care about none of these things. I don't want to have any conversation about that. If you're not able to provide me information on something, we're not able to have a conversation about something that can enhance my life in a beneficial way, and not sexually, because that really doesn't enhance your life in a yeah, well, it does, but I'm cool. That's already taken care of. But so it's like, there's no point in me having that real conversation. Other than that, though, I only look at women as sex objects. And so other than that, if I'm not fucking you, or I'm not trying to, like, I don't care. I don't want to fucking, I don't really care about what you have to say. Is that bad? Is that bad? I'm not a woman hater. I'm not a woman hater. I just care about, I don't know. Like I say, care about the lady Honcho. I love my mom. I don't hate my mom. But as far as, like, I've come to the fact that, I have like one or two female friends, and I don't look at them in that manner, because that's like old shit, and I ain't pressing the fucking reverse button. That would be stupid. I ain't finna engage in none of that dumb shit. But outside of that, like, if you don't have anything valid to say, like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not a pimp. Those days are over. My deal is, like, all that extra shit is, like, I don't have the patience to deal with a bunch of females and try to be doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting old. One is enough. And I guess maybe that's why I don't care about all that other stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's cool. But the good thing about that, like, Mrs. Hunter is pretty good about most of that shit, that we don't have too many stupid conversations. She got a couple of little womanly ways, but for the most part, she Gucci. But, like, I'm just saying, like, other broads, I see niggas and the shit they talk about, and my old lady, like, man, how the fuck do you deal with that shit? I'd be like, fuck that, shut that shit up. But it is what it is. Nerdy hoes the truth. Let's see. Human name. That's funny. You want a nerdy bitch? Yeah, I mean, look, that's what you want. You want a bitch that's intelligent. Look, now, you can get some brains and some brains. If she got brains and can give you some brains, that's what you want. You want to look. We can learn. Let's progress together. Let's conquer some shit together. I don't want no goofy. Like, I don't see niggas who love fucking trophy bitch. Like, trophy bitches are like whack. That shit is played out. That shit played out like light skinned niggas in the late 80s, early 90s. You know what I'm talking about? But again, like, what good is a bitch if she's not bringing nothing to the conversation, to the situation? She's not trying to help you improve. She's just there along for the ride. Like, she don't want no better for you. Like, to me, that shit is dumb. I don't comprehend that shit. But, it is what it is. How am I disrespectful, Jay Bird? Look, Jay Bird, don't make me, you say it's damn near impossible to be platonic friends abroad these days. Yeah, I believe you. It's one or two, and the thing with the one or two is, like, you gotta be the border barrier, man. You're like, man, fuck no, that's not the type of conversation we're having. And then the thing with females, they so ass backwards, is like, when you absolutely don't show no fucking interest, like when you actually have like no interest in them whatsoever, that's when they be the most halfway aggressive and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, I don't want you. I don't have no concern with you like that. But again, it is what it is. You be trying to be friends who hoes want all the benefits. Exactly. It is what it is. They say church girls are the best audio. I don't know. Church hoes be, I'm trying to save myself until marriage. I'm saving myself for Jesus. Yeah, that ain't shaking. Exactly. Like shit, like, man, I'm telling you, I can't get into that shit. I can't get into the love and hip hops and none of that shit. But here's the deal. All right. You got crow groupies. Yeah, I fuck with the crow. But here's the deal. I'm gonna call it a wrap here. Shaq Kush, you trying to play some PUBG, man, or what? Are you already full of that melatonin, already falling asleep? You know, it depends on the mixer action will depend on whether or not Shaq Kush can stay up for 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, he out of there. Oh, Shaq, he already tapped out. Yeah, he looked like he already tapped out. I don't know if the thing that came in yet, because they said I think they said it's supposed to be in the morning that they're supposed to be releasing the shit. Oh, what? Hold on, what? I thought I saw something very interesting there. Bengals 2-0 now? That's interesting. That boy said, I got a doctorate in route running. You got an associate degree from a community college. Okay. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's what I say. The beta. If you got PlayStation, the beta's already available because they got like a little pre-thing on. Xbox is not supposed to be available till tomorrow, so I think there's that. You know what I'm saying? I hate all you PlayStation niggas with Spider-Man. I don't want to hear about no more goddamn Spider-Man. But here's the deal. Like I say, we'll call it a wrap. Whenever the Call of Duty beta is available, I'll fuck with it. I told Shaq Kush to get that Battlefield beta, but he don't want that shit. And so it is what it is. But I'm finna call it a wrap, man. There may be a mixer, there may not be a mixer. Who knows? We'll find out shortly. But again, chunking up the deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Since Kenneth isn't here, I will politely escort you guys out of the den. But if Kenneth was here, I'd have to kick y'all out. Because no simping allowed. But again, adios. I appreciate all y'all. If you ain't got to go home. I don't know if you got a mixer to go to, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. With that being said,